Hello, and welcome to today's aerial yoga practice. Today's practice will lead us into a couple of beginner tricks. When you are ready, we will begin in a kneeling position and we will start with a bit of breath work to allow ourselves to arrive into our practice. Once you are settled, we will take a big deep breath in through your nostrils and out. Inhale, exhale. And you may flicker your eyes open if you wish, and we will just drop our left ear towards the left shoulder and then bringing it back, right ear towards the right shoulder. Continuing with this flow a few times. Now we will drop the left ear to the left shoulder. We will take our right hand and place it onto the left temple. And we will slightly apply very light pressure, holding it there. And when you are ready, we will release the hand, come back to center. Now we will drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. Arm comes over to apply that additional light pressure. Continue with your breathing as you hold this next stretch. When you are ready, slide yourself behind the hammock and we'll come into a single wrist wrap. Keeping your sit bones on your ankles, shift our torso forward and then we will sway from side to side. Inhaling as you sway into one side, exhaling as you come to the other. And just continue in this flow at your own pace. And when you are ready, bring your torso back through center, lean your weight back, still hanging onto the hammock, and just allow yourself to hang backwards. Big inhales and exhales here. And when you are ready, pull on the hammock so that you can bring yourself back to center. Now take your right hand and place it directly over the hammock and come to a three-legged tabletop position. And then from here, we're going to cactus the arm out, bending at the elbow as you bring it back. And then we're going to straighten the elbow and bring it through, swing it to the opposite side for a nice side stretch. And bend the elbow, bring it back towards your side and extend. Connecting the breath with the movement. From here, you're going to rotate your arm so that your palm is facing the ceiling, and you're going to bend your elbow and bring the forearm behind you for a nice shoulder opener. We're just going to hold it here and breathe. Then we're going to straighten that arm out and bend it back. Straighten out, bend it, straighten, bend, and continue with this flow at your own pace. When you are ready, bring the arm forward and we will swap to the opposite side. Coming into that three-legged tabletop with the left hand in the hammock, coming into that cactus, bending that elbow and then extending, bringing it forward and over, feeling that nice side stretch. Continue with this movement at your own pace. Remember to connect the breath with the movement. Rotate that hand, bend the elbow almost as if you're binding your arm behind you, and then we're going to extend, bend, extend, bend. Staying in your kneeling position, open out your knees to create space in between your legs. And once again, we will bring our torso forward. Our hands stay in the hammock. Both of our hands stay in the hammock. And we'll bring our chin to chest. Now we're going to look up and arch our back for a variation of cow. And we round our back, chin to chest for variation of cat. And we'll move through this flow a few times. When you are ready, we will come into a double wrist wrap. We are going to align our hips directly above our knees, and we're going to shift our weight all the way forward. Our elbows are bent, feeling that nice shoulder stretch. Bring your sit bones back towards your heels. And now come to a kneeling position. Bring the hammock behind your head, placing it at the base of your head. And then one by one, we're going to plant the foot out, coming into a squat with our head supported on the hammock. Once you are settled, come back to your breathing, feeling that nice decompression in your neck. Reach up to grab the hammock and pull so that you can stand yourself up. And bring the hammock around your back for a backpack. From here, we're going to catch one foot behind and then the other hanging in sort of a flying camel variation, feeling a nice stretch in the quads. And slowly release one, then the other. Keeping the hammock in that backpack wrap position, we're going to make sure our knees are out into a nice goddess squat, and we will sway from side to side. We'll now extend our legs, bringing our arms above our head, and then coming back down to that squat. And we will continue in this flow at your own pace. Now come to a stand and bring the fabric in front of you. Bring your right leg through. The hammock comes to your knee pit. You're going to reach the hammock up high on both posts, and you're going to shift your weight forward, making sure that that supported leg is pushing against the hammock. Come to the ball of your standing foot. Reach up and just breathe into this nice hip flexor stretch. Make sure that both of your legs are actively engaged. And now shift your weight back onto the standing leg. Reset if you need to. And now bring both of your shoulders through in front of the hammock. And we're going to lunge forward, opening out our arms. And then we're going to hug our knees and come back. Again, lunge forward, opening out our arms, hug our knees, come back. Continue in this flow, inhaling as you lunge forward, exhaling as you hug your knee. Bring yourself to a standing position and now bring the hammock down to your ankle of the same leg. Inhale, arms up and reach to grab your toes. You could grab your ankle if that's easier or your shin. And bring your chin to your chest, coming back to your breath. And we will now stand up tall, keeping that foot supported, and we'll come into some hip openers. So we're going to swing open that hip, bringing the leg out, swaying the leg out to the side, and then we're going to bring it forward. I had to turn around on this one. I had to take my foot out and turn around so that I can keep an eye on my students. However, you can completely do this transition without having to step away from the hammock. Pivot the standing foot, rotating the supporting foot so that the sole is towards the ceiling. And then from here, we're going to bend the knee, allowing us to now have the hammock behind us. From here, we're going to reach our arms up behind us, thumbs are down, push that hip back, shifting our weight backward as well. And we will come back forward, shift back, come forward. Here, we will let go of the hammock, keeping that foot elevated and supported on the hammock. We will now pivot our toes towards the long edge of the mat, opening out our hips for a one-legged side lunge with the supported leg. We'll bring our hands towards the mat, and the right hand will now reach up, twisting at your torso, looking up towards the ceiling, bringing it back down towards the mat. Bring your hand to the front of the mat, the short end of the mat, and rotate your supported leg. Bring the opposite knee towards the mat and come down to a variation of pigeon. If you are on your forearms, come back up onto your hands. Push the mat away and straighten the grounded leg, coming onto your toes behind you for a variation of plank. And we're going to hold and breathe here. Now send your hips back and up towards the ceiling to come into a variation of three-legged dog. From here, we can take the supported leg out and bring ourselves to a standing position behind the hammock, bringing now the opposite leg in through to your knee pit, coming into the hip flexor stretch on the opposite side. Making sure that you engage your glutes, and your thighs, activating the muscles. Breathing into your pose. Shift your weight back to the standing leg and bring your shoulders through to the front, coming into the flow of the opposite side. We're going to lunge forward, open out our arms as we inhale. Exhale, come back, hug our knees. Continue with this flow at your own pace, making sure you connect the breath with the movement. Now bring the hammock down to your ankle. Inhale, arms up, hinging at your hips, bend forward, grabbing at your foot, ankle, or shin, whatever is more comfortable for you. And now bring your torso upright and we will swing our extended leg from side to side. And now rotate towards the back. The hammock now comes behind you. The sole on the supported foot is now facing the ceiling. Arms are up above, grabbing the hammock, thumbs down. Supported leg is bent. Again, I had to turn around so that I could see my students. And we will shift our weight back and forward, back and forward. Bring your hands down to the mat, placing the shin and knee on the mat, coming down to your forearms for a variation of pigeon. If you're on your forearms, come up onto your hands. Extend that leg back for a variation of plank. Send your hips back and up towards the ceiling for a variation of three-legged dog. Hop the standing leg forward and rotate your toes towards the long end of the mat. Coming into a variation of side plank. And again, add that arm movement, twisting your torso, bringing the arm up towards the ceiling and back down towards the mat. Continue in this flow at your own pace. Take your foot out and come to a standing position, coming completely out of the hammock. Find the edge of your hammock and sail your hammock from side to side. And grab about 5 fistfuls of your hammock. Turn around and sit into it. Once you're nice and sit into it, make sure the back edge of the hammock is right at your sacrum as you lean back and straddle your legs to come into an invert. And you have the choice of interlacing your fingers behind you, coming into a deep chest opener as you decompress your spine. If your fingers are interlaced, release your fingers, bring them forward, reach up for your hammock so that you can pull up, unhook your feet. From here, we're going to keep our arms behind us and we're just going to lean forward. Coming back to our breathing. And when you are ready, bring your torso up. Reach for the front of the hammock, grabbing it, and then we're going to bring a leg through to the other side. Both edges of the hammock are at our knee pit here, allowing our feet to dangle on each side. You may have to shift yourself, and when you are ready, bring the foot into each edge and extend your legs out, coming into a straddle. From here, we're going to side bend from side to side, bringing our arms overhead, connecting the breath with the movement. Inhale as you bend to one side, exhaling as you bend to the other. And now reach over to the side, turn your chest towards your left thigh and grab at your foot. You can grab at your ankle if you wish, or at your shin. And release your foot, come on to the opposite side, grabbing at your foot, ankle, or shin. Making sure you rotate your chest towards your thigh. And release, bring yourself back to center. Open out your arms at each side, spread them wide. And we'll now close our legs and our arms. And we'll open back into a straddle. Close. Open. Close. Open. Close. Open. Close. Continue with this flow at your own pace, being mindful of your breath. And this time we will keep the right leg straight and we will bend the left leg. Now we're going to make sure that the edge of the hammock comes to the ankle on that left side. Bending the leg, we'll now bring our shoulders through to the outside edge. Take the time to adjust yourself if needed. Whenever you are ready, bend the straight leg back. And allow yourself to fall forward completely hanging. There shouldn't be any uncomfortableness. We'll add movement into this pose by bringing the knee forward and back. It doesn't have to be big movements, it can be small movements. And bring your torso back upright, coming back into a straddle. This time cover the left leg and we'll switch to the other side, bringing the edge of the fabric to the ankle of the right foot. Bending the right foot, keeping the left leg straight. Bring yourself through, out of the hammock. Taking the time to adjust yourself. And when you are ready, bend the straight leg back. And fold forward, allowing yourself to hang. Begin to add the movement of bringing the knee forward and back. And when you are ready, bring yourself back upright, straightening both legs, coming back into your straddle. Bring the edges of the hammock to your knee pit, allowing your feet to hang. Grab the front part of the hammock in front of you, push it out to create space so that you can bring your legs back together. Adjust yourself in your swing. From here, we're going to cross our arms and we're going to pull the hammock away. We're going to swing our legs forward and back, throwing our hips over our head, coming into a hip hang. Here it is again in slow motion, crossing our wrists, pulling the hammocks apart, and swinging our legs through, bringing our hips over. As you can see, I'm waving my legs, trying to adjust, getting that position right on my hip. And we will come out the same way. You're going to just come back. Now grab your hammock, grab 5 fistfuls and bring one knee in, then the other. Completely cover your feet, staying in this kneeling position in the hammock. Make sure that you have enough fabric in front to cover up to your sternum. We're going to reach back and grab the edge behind us and bring it through as we shift forward for our bird in flight. Keep your knees bent here, engage your core, and when you are ready, pull yourself up and come out of the hammock. This concludes today's practice. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Till next time.